First, Stephen, just give me your name and spell it for me, please.
Stephen Edward, Steven, Edward, Edward.
And tell us about this neighborhood. Where are we and what kind of neighborhood is it?
Well, we're in the center of Burbank. We're located off what's called the Burbank Chandler Bike Path. And the bike path used to be an old railroad track. And the city came through here a few years ago, ripped up the railroad track and built a very beautiful bike path, jogging path, walking path, which really helped increase and beautify the entire neighborhood.
And you yourself just completed home renovations a couple of years ago, so you care about...
Absolutely. We spent over 3 years remodeling our house, doing the exterior, and we still have more plans to increase and beautify our own home.
And you mentioned this house across the street from you. Can you talk about your feelings about its condition?
Well, you know, been our neighbors ever since we've been here, and I've been at this house probably 15 years now. And, you know, I've watched their house. It's needed work, like our house needed a lot of work, and they've made some attempts at some repairs, but it just doesn't seem like they've gotten started and stopped and started and stopped. And they, you know, they could benefit like I've benefited from a remodeling program. They also had, in the it was the mid-2000s, they had a garage fire, and got woken up one morning with all the fire trucks out here and flames shooting out of their garage, and then they've never repaired that garage. I think they still have plastic up on the roof from that.
Do you know them well?
No, I don't, unfortunately. I mean, you know, we've seen them, but I'm not very close to them.
I mean, that house stands out in the neighborhood as one that needs some help.
At one time, I thought our house was the one that stood out, but now I think they're definitely the ones that could benefit from some help.
And this show is offering $25,000 to the homeowner. Why do you think that would be beneficial for them?
Well, I mean, when we were sitting here and our house was deteriorating and I saw other people remodel, I mean, I felt bad about the neighborhood. I felt like I was bringing down the neighborhood. And when we remodeled our home, I felt that, you know, we helped raise up the bar in the area. And, you know, I think we helped inspire other neighbors to get their homes remodeled. And, you know, just like I was inspired by watching other people fix up their homes. So hopefully if they get repaired, you know, that'll inspire even more neighbors to pick up the pace and you know, renovate their homes.
Yeah,
make the whole neighborhood look better.
I mean, with the city of Burbank putting in the bike path and, you know, various neighbors renovating their home,
yeah.
It feels like there is a pride in home ownership here.
Oh, absolutely.
Not only for your house, but for your neighbors. And I would think that you'd want that property over there to join the club, as it were.
Yes, absolutely. I would love to see them complete their projects. I've watched them. They started a renovation. It looks like they got shut down. They started to build a porch, and then it was taken down shortly after it was put up. I don't know if it wasn't permitted or what their circumstances were. It was just kind of sad to see them get started and then they stopped for a long period of time. Again, I don't know their personal situation. It looks like they just had a bad either contractor or worker, or were just doing it on their own. I'm not sure what the circumstances are. I know they've got some elderly folks living over there, and I'm sure money is very tight. So,
have you or the neighbors ever talked about the conditions of that property?
Not in general. You know, not as a team. We've never discussed it, but you know, you see it. You know, you wish them the best. It's hard. There's a few properties on this street here that need help, and I don't know their personal situations, but we always wish them the best, because it does bring it down a little bit. It does bring down the whole neighborhood.
Now, with this show being on Spike's a little bit different from HGTV, a little more involved in the renovation process. Would you be opposed to rolling your sleeves up and getting your hands dirty if it meant helping them, and then, of course, helping you and the rest of your neighbors?
I would consider it. Yeah.
No pressure.
Cautious, but I would consider it.
Do you know any other neighbors that we would want to talk to about that house or about improving the overall neighborhood?
Not offhand, I don't, unfortunately.
Stephen,
I know that across the street they just wrapped up a major renovation. I don't know if they would be interested or not because they have to look at it too.
Is there anything else about the property or the neighborhood that I missed that you want to share?
I mean, they've always been great neighbors. You know, I know they like to throw large parties and you know, nice family parties, I should say, family gatherings, which is always great. But you know, that's all I have to say.